Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the current affairs and SMT update for the month of July 2020. Neuralink chip is what you need to know. Neuralink chip is being developed by Musk. He says that with this chip, it will be possible for transmission of data between computers and people. That is to basically to allow music directly into your brains. The government plans to reduce number of state-owned banks from 12 to 5. This has already been done, and presently the Indian Overseas Bank, UCO Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Punjab and Sindh Bank have been identified for privatization. The tunnel to link Kashmir, Ladakh all around the year has begun on war footing in J&K, and the famous Zedmore tunnel and the Zojila tunnel are already in progress. This is likely to be completed by 2021 with about 7,000 crores as an expenditure. GitHub buries 21 TB open source code in Arctic permafrost chambers for 1,000 years. It's a US based GitHub. It has stored about open source software in Arctic valve in a 100-meter deep permafrost decommissioned coal mine, and it says that it will preserve this data for about 1,000 years. So GitHub should strike something in your head. Next is CityHawk. CityHawk is a Israeli company working on this air taxis, and it is likely to open up its plant in India soon, and Tata Industries is a minor investor in this company. NASA delays launch of 10 billion James Webb Space Telescope by 7 months. This was previously supposed to be launched by March 2021. I think now it has been delayed a little bit, and it has got an estimated cost of nearly $10 billion. Dhruvastra. Dhruvastra is the India's anti-tank guided missile which has been successfully test fired at interim test ranges in Odisha. This missile is third generation fire and forget class anti-tank guided missile and has all-weather day and night capabilities, and it was tested in both the attack and direct mode. US has closed the Chinese consulate in Houston, and it says that it has done to protect the American private info, and I think China has also retaliated back by closing one of its consulate in China. Russia poses an urgent threat to UK's national security as per the UK government intelligence report, and they say that Russia had some kind of an interference in 2016 Brexit referendum of UK. In 10 years, for the first time, India turns net exporter of chemicals, so it is a good step for our industry. The railway plans to connect all the capitals of northeastern states of India to the railway network by 2023. Presently the capitals of Assam, Tripura and Arunachal are already connected. However, there are still Manipal, Mizoram, Nagaland and Meghalaya which are in progress, and they should be connected by March 2022. US and Indian warship carried out the naval drill called PASEX, which involved US carrier USS Nimitz in the south, which was returning from South China Sea, and this was seen as a deterrence to China. UK has suspended its extradition treaty with Hong Kong ever since Chinese have implemented a new national security law, and I think Canada and Australia have also cancelled the same. Consumer Protection Act 2019 is now into force in India, and as per this, a varied protection acts are in place. The last one was in 1986, and the present one is the one wherein the celebrity who are endorsing will be held responsible and accountable if they are doing a misleading advertisement. UAE successfully launches its first spacecraft bound for Mars, and it is called as the Hope probe, and it took off from Japan, and the mission is as of now successful, and this is a first for the Arab world. Japan is paying about $536 million for its companies to leave China and set up its base either in Japan or move out to any of the Southeast Asian countries, and this is likely to increase the India's Atmanirbhar Make in India campaign. China successfully launched its first independent Mars mission This was named as Tianwen 1, and on March 5, Y4 carried rocket from the space center in Hainan province. It is likely to reach in March. The government of India is spending about 3,000 crores to modernize the airports in the northeast. This is being planned from quite a long time, but however, it did not take on. And along with this, the government has also laid out foundation stones for the Manipur water supply project for 1,700 villages. And PM had started this project via video conference, and the project basically gives clean drinking water to the greater Imphal and about 1,700 villages in Manipur. Lal Dora. The survey declares that 11 Gurugram villages are Lal Dora free. You know what? This is the part of the Haryana government's initiative to end the century-old system under which the ownership of land depends on possession. So after their areas are Lal Dora free, people living there can become legal owners of their home. Okay, Namami Gange project or the program has received $400 million from the World Bank, and it is initially the World Bank has also given about $600 million for the first phase of the Namami Gange River Basin Project, NGRBP. Prime Minister had launched Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan for migrants in the 106 districts, and as per the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and in which there will be 25 schemes for the migrant workers, and these are the migrants who were returning in large numbers to the 116 districts of Bihar, Jharkhand, UP, MP, Odisha, and Rajasthan. In space, this is what you need to remember. The ISRO chief Shivan said that the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center in space will act as a nodal agency for handholding and promoting the private sector in space program. So India is now allowing the private people also to join the space program, and this will provide a level playing field for the private companies and the government. The DRDO has named the India's biggest COVID-19 facility in Delhi after Indian soldiers who were martyred in Galwan clashes, and the facility has been erected in Chhatarpur and has got a capacity of 10,000 beds. One nation, one ration card. A beautiful system is supposed to be in place by August 2020, and as per this, if this happens, then it will be serving about 67 crore people in India. Basically, here you can collect your ration from any shop in any state with one card. Okay, government announces about 10,000 crores of scheme for formation of micro food enterprises, and it is called as MFEs, and it will help launch about 2 lakh MFAs. It promotes the PM's vision of vocal for local with global outreach. Okay, US Space Force has unveiled its logo with motto as Semper Supra, which all means always above. It's a kind of a triangle which points towards the upper side, north. NASA is working on a new mission that will carry Astros. It is an 8.4 foot telescope into the stratosphere on a balloon. So Astros is a telescope on a balloon, and this balloon is as size of a football ground, and it will reach a height altitude of about 130,000 feet. And basically the Astros will absorb the wavelengths of the light that aren't visible from the ground. Android 11 has been named as the red velvet cake. Like previous version, you had cupcake, donut, eclairs, pie, and the last one was marshmallow and such forth. So now the next one will be called as red velvet cake version. India imposes restrictions on public procurement from bordering nations. This is a very big development. India has placed restrictions on public procurement from countries sharing its land borders with India, which includes China, along with others, citing the national security reasons. Now the people have to obtain clearance from Home and External Ministry both. The restrictions also apply to the tenders issued by the public sector banks and the government. About 7.88 lakh of Indians have been returned under Vande Bharat mission by Ministry of External Affairs, and this is one of the biggest evacuation which India has carried out. And as many as about 1,03,976 Indians have been returned from Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh by land borders also. The Apple has started manufacturing iPhone 11 in India, which is a significant boost to make in India dream of the country. India has extended a medical assistance of $1 million to North Korea, and this was done after the request which was received from the WHO, World Health Organization. Basically, there was a shortage of supply in North Korea, and it had approached WHO, and WHO has requested India, and this help has consists basically of anti-tuberculosis program which is going on in North Korea. Israel has successfully launched a new spy satellite, and it is called as OFEK, OFEK-16. It's an electro-optical recce satellite with an advanced capabilities, and it is said that the satellite was already transmitting data and will undergo a series of tests before it starts full operation. The RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has signed a deal to extend about $400 million currency swap facility to Sri Lanka. This swap arrangement will remain available till November 2022. Earlier, this was for 2 weeks, and two countries also had a discussion on rescheduling and repayment of about $960 million by the Sri Lankan government to India. A 1 kilometer long rail tunnel has been cut through the Aravallis near the Haryana Sohna to build the world's first electrified double stack container tunnel. The tunnel connects Mewat and Gurugram districts in Haryana, and the double stack container goods train will be able to run at a speed of about 100 from this tunnel. Center's App Innovation Challenge receives about 7,000 entries. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology said that the Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge got about 7,000 entries across 8 categories, wherein the competition was called for developers to create apps under 8 various categories. This is what has to be remembered, and the winner gets about 20 lakhs in a cash. In the same lines, DRDO has also launched Dare to Dream 2.0 contest for defense technology innovations. This was to commemorate the 5th death anniversary of the former President APJ Abdul Kalam. And here cash award of about 10 lakh will be given, and for a company and a startup, and a 5 lakh will be given to a winner of this part. Okay, the world's largest nuclear fusion project has begun in assembly in France, and it has entered into its 5 years assembly phase. And once completed, this 23.5 billion facility will be able to generate ultra hot plasma required for nuclear fusion. The what is it called as the ITER project is a collaboration between India, European Union, Japan, South Korea, Russia, China, and US. This will basically trying to replace the reactions that powers the sun. Okay, as of now, the status of COVID vaccines worldwide, you can see there are vaccine names and the country which has been doing. If you notice, the mRNA is US, AZD1222 is again UK, Covaxin is with Bharat Biotech India, and China is there, Russia is working on it. Basically, the forefront people in this are US, China, India, Russia, and UK, and coming on to the other countries also. However, the phase 3 projects are only running in India as of now, as of today. India, Australia, US, and China. Well, that's it, folks. That was the quick update on the current affairs and the SMT for the month of July 2020. If you like this and for more videos, please do subscribe to this channel and stay updated, and please forward it to the people who are affected. Maybe it'll help them. Thank you so much.